55 Vicodin a day, which is where I was.
55?
Yeah.
How did you get 55 a day?
Can you believe it? Imagine downing a quarter bottle of vodka every single day, along with a shocking cocktail of 55 Vicodin, methadone, and Xanax. Matthew Perry, the man we all know and love as Chandler Bing, went through this harrowing ordeal. It's a tale of hiding his alcoholism from his supportive co-stars, and it's got a few surprising twists, including some juicy romances. So stay tuned, because this is a story you won't want to miss. Matthew Perry, famous for his role as Chandler Bing on Friends, recently revealed the challenging battle he fought for years to keep his drug and alcohol addiction hidden from his co-stars. Now 53 years old, Perry has been openly discussing his addiction struggles in the lead-up to the release of his new memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. In a candid appearance on Good Morning America, Perry delved deeper into the dark abyss of his crippling alcoholism and drug addiction. He didn't hold back, painting a vivid picture of the worst moments of his addiction. Perry's journey was laid bare in an hour-long interview with Diane Sawyer, where he courageously opened up about his tumultuous battle with addiction. Even though his book wasn't due to hit the shelves until the next day, Perry excitedly shared that he had already received supportive messages from some of his friends' co-stars. Listen to what he said.
I hope that they do. I've gotten some really nice texts from a few of them already, and the book isn't even out yet.
It's fascinating to think about how he managed to keep such a significant part of his life hidden from the people he spent so much time with, both on and off the set. Perry admitted that he had desperately tried to conceal his addiction struggles from the likes of Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer, and Matt LeBlanc during their time together on the iconic show. But eventually, the truth caught up with him. Matthew Perry's journey to writing his memoir wasn't a walk in the park. While putting pen to paper came easily, reading it back was a painful process. As he put it, quote, "It was a gratifying experience to write the book. It all just poured out of me. But when it came to recording the audible version, it was a different story." He describes the experience of reading his own words and somewhat disassociating, realizing the hardship he had endured, all while maintaining a secret. It's a powerful insight into the internal struggle he faced, especially while being in the spotlight as part of a massively popular television show. What's striking is Perry's commitment to not vilify anyone in his book, even though he shared previously undisclosed details about his romances with Julia Roberts and Valerie Bertinelli. Quote, "It's very important to me that I didn't go after anyone, and I wasn't gossipy," he emphasized. One of the most poignant revelations is how for years Perry was unaware that he was an alcoholic. He highlights a common dilemma. Many people grapple with alcoholism without realizing it. They wonder why they drink excessively without understanding the underlying issue. Matthew's memoir doesn't hold back on some jaw-dropping revelations. One of his most intriguing nuggets is his romance with the legendary Julia Roberts. They dated for several months between 1995 and 1996. But here's the kicker. Perry says he backed out because dating one of the biggest stars in the world was, quote, "just too much for him to handle." Imagine the pressure. And that's not all. In his book, he spills the beans about an unexpected encounter with Valerie Bertinelli. He claims that they, quote, "made out" while her husband, the iconic Eddie Van Halen, was passed out. Hollywood sure has its share of hidden stories. Perry's candid admissions about his battle with addiction are truly eye-opening. He once revealed that viewers could, quote, "track his addiction through his weight." When he was carrying extra pounds, it was alcohol, and when he was skinny, it was pills. His journey to self-awareness is equally compelling. Perry discovered that he wasn't alone in his struggles when he read lines from the Alcoholics Anonymous book. Those words resonated with him, making him realize there were millions out there facing the same demons. Nowadays, Matthew Perry is not just a survivor, he's a beacon of hope. He's become a sponsor to other alcoholics, deriving joy from helping them find their way out of the darkness. As he puts it, quote, There's some light that comes on in people's eyes when they get it. Despite the success and fame, he found himself in dark rooms, surrounded by drug dealers, feeling completely alone. His journey began at just 14 when he drank a whole bottle of wine. By 18, he was already drinking every day. Quote, "I lay in the grass and was in heaven. I thought to myself, this must be the way normal people feel all the time." In the book, he also gives a big shout out to Jennifer Aniston, one of his friend's co-stars. He reveals that Jennifer was the most supportive during his tough times. It's heartwarming to know that the bonds they formed on screen extended into their real lives. And here's a juicy bit of trivia. Perry actually asked Jennifer out on a date before they became Friends co-stars. Unfortunately, she turned him down. It's one of those what-if moments that makes you wonder how different their lives might have been if she had said yes. Matthew Perry's journey to sobriety is nothing short of remarkable. He's been to rehab a staggering 15 times, and he estimates that he spent a whopping $9 million in his quest to stay clean and sober. Now, in his new phase of life, Perry openly talks about his desire for a family. Perry has attended around 6,000 Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and detoxed a staggering 54 times, with many of those instances occurring during his time on Friends. Even during the height of his career on Friends, Perry made a steadfast rule for himself: no drinking or drugs on set. That's a reflection of his dedication to his craft and a deep love for his character, Chandler. He knew he had a golden opportunity, and he didn't want to mess it up. Quote, "I made a rule that I would never drink or take anything at work. So I would never do that. But I would show up blindly hungover, like shaking. I loved Chandler, I loved the show, and I knew, remember this because it's going to be the best time of your life. And I knew I would never forgive myself if I messed this up." Thank you for watching. If you found this video engaging, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And stay tuned for more exciting stories.